Welcome to the Libra Lounge with Keisha podcast. I'm your host, Keisha, and we've got producer James in the studio.
Hello.
We've got Sushi over here and Liam, and they're fighting already. Okay, I guess since we turned the mic officially on, they're like, okay, act right. So they're trying to act right a little bit. So, well, happy after St. Patrick's Day to everyone. Did you guys celebrate it with I don't know, an Irish stew or Cornish hen? Is that Irish?
Uh, kind
No.
of. It's Cornish.
What else is Irish? Potatoes.
Yep.
Oh, cabbage.
Cabbage. Okay. Yeah.
Cabbage.
Which actually none of those are really Irish, but it's
Well, we
Americanized.
celebrated at a sushi bar. And I even had the audacity to have on a St. Patrick's Day t-shirt while doing it.
Yep.
Yeah, so I wanted to mention to you guys, on our last episode, I interviewed Molly Hopkins from TLC shows such as Double Divas, 90 Day Fiance. She's been on a couple of the versions of 90 Day Fiance. I think currently she's on 90 Day Fiance, The Single Life, and she also does Pillow Talk.
Right. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So after the show, because you guys know she has a very highly successful bra shop or boutique or whatever you want to call it, which was what Double Divas was about. So after the show, I kind of told her, I know I probably have never worn the correct size bra, at least not in like late adulthood. So she told me to stand up and she was going to size me virtually. And oh my God. First of all, I was shocked at the size that she said that I was, which is a 40J. I've been walking around trying to keep these bitches contained in like a triple D with two bras on. Like literally every day I would wear two bras, like a regular bra and then a sports bra just to contain these heifers. Because I mean, some people say, what do they call it? Puppies in the yard or
Yeah.
let the puppies out or
Oh yeah. Let the kitties out or the puppies out. Or,
yeah, and I tried to do that and
yeah.
they're full grown dogs
Yeah.
in
Yours are
here.
more like try to keep the buffalo on the pasture or something
Yes.
in the fence.
So I was like, okay, let me because that's just, someone did it virtually. And guys, she did it in seconds. Like literally, I stood up and within 3-4 seconds, she told me what size. So I went to Amazon just to order a bra, just to, not that I don't have faith in Molly, but I was just like, I cannot believe this. And let me tell you, I'm walking around here like I just got a fucking boob job. My titties and my stomach are not one thing because they were all connected. And she told me, she goes, yeah, I'm going to get your boobs off your stomach. Boy, did she ever do that. I mean, I didn't realize how much of my boobs rested on my stomach. I was walking around looking kind of pregnant because the two were like connected. So go to her website. I think it's Livy Ray's,
Yep.
and I think you can set up for a virtual sizing. If you talk to someone, tell them that Keisha sent you. But yes, I am very, very happy. I'm probably gonna order my next set of bras from Livy Ray's. But thank you, Molly. Got a girl looking perky.
I couldn't believe that there was such a thing, but I mean it was an expert looking at them and calling it and got it right.
Yes, I agree. All righty. Well, if you are a friend of the Libra Lounge, you know what time it is. It's time for the Gab.
We know she has a really big mouth, which sounds kind of dirty, and that's probably true too. Let's gossip. The Gab with Keisha.
All right, so this was a scary celebrity story, and it was a nice welcome break from the Kardashians. Also, Hailey Bieber, who is the daughter of Stephen Baldwin and the wife of Justin Bieber, had to be rushed to the hospital because she had a brain blood clot, and they think that it was associated with COVID.
You said the wife of Justin Bieber?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, yeah. So Baldwin had a baby, and then then Bieber married the woman?
What?
You said
Stephen Baldwin had a daughter, Hailey,
yes.
and Hailey and Justin Bieber are married.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, you just twisted that all up
Sorry.
and threw it
Now I
around and threw
understand.
some dirt on it, kicked it around, made it so much more than it was. But yeah, how scary is that? People are still still starting to see so many of the effects of COVID. Like, for example, I'm in misery. I mean, not like a brain clot kind of misery, nothing like that, but my own form of misery. And I can't taste anything that's spicy. Like, I literally am like a hamster in a wheel, constantly trying to get the heat in my food whenever I eat my food. But no, since I had COVID, I cannot taste spicy stuff, which is funny because prior to COVID, lupus had my tongue so jacked up that I could hardly anything. I mean, if you put too much seasoning salt in it, I couldn't eat it. It was just like burning my tongue. My tongue would be red, and I just would be miserable. But now I'm throwing cayenne pepper on everything, and I just can't get that hit. It's like when you take heroin for the first time, and then you keep chasing that high. I keep chasing that heat. I want the heat. But back to Haley Bieber and the blood clot. Yeah, I thought that was pretty fucking scary though. A blood clot?
Yeah.
And she's young. I don't think she's not 25. So she's pretty young. But just people keep reporting new things about, COVID. They talk about COVID, but they didn't talk about the recovery part of the recovery is an asshole. Case in point, the brain blood clot that Haley Bieber got. So thank God they kind of saw the signs that something was wrong with her. They said it was like stroke-like symptoms.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. And they rushed her to the hospital, and that's what's going on. But she's at home now. She's recovering. So thank God for that. Just another thing, another COVID victim.
Yeah.
Are you a COVID victim if you don't die of COVID?
I don't think so. Although
no, I had COVID. You are a fucking victim if you have COVID.
You were a COVID victim.
Yes,
you're a victim who survived.
I'm a COVID survivor. Yes, I am. So speaking of crazy ass shit, Jussie Smollett, who was
that famous French actor.
Yeah, according to Dave Chappelle, he was the star of Empire that was on Fox, which, the first few seasons was a fantastic show. And then it just kind of went downhill, which I think is part of the reason that Jussie went on this whole, I got attacked by Trump supporters. I was racially profiled. They lynched me. They threw bleach on me. The big black African guys actually had on Make America Great Again hats. I mean, he just really set all this shit up, and as we all know, it was a fucking lie. And instead of just pleading guilty, saying, "Oh, Your Honor, I was crazy. Oh my God. Oh, I just feel like I didn't know they were cutting my time on Empire," because he's just he's whiny. You know what I mean? He's super whiny. So he got sentenced to 150 days in jail. Okay, which I think he deserves it. Yes. Look at all of the things that he did. And he not only did this, but he did it during the year of 2020. The height, I mean, it was Black Lives Matter. And you do that. See, that's how light-skinned black people act. That is the difference between us who are dark and those who are light-skinned. Even though he is mixed race, but he's still just like, this is how this is light-skinned shit. No dark-skinned person would even dare to, because when nobody pay attention. So yeah, he was sentenced to 150 days in jail. And so at the sentencing, because the judge said he had to immediately go serve his time. Okay. So Jussie's got, he's able to say something. He's got his handcuffs on him. And he's like, "Your Honor, I respect you. I respect what you're saying." And I just had a feeling that a but was coming along. But I just want you to know, I am not suicidal. I am not suicidal. If something happens to me, it was not me. I did not harm myself.
Did he just do like a pre-Epstein, basically?
Pretty much. And so you know what they did?
What?
They put his ass in the psych ward. Which upset his siblings. They're like, he shouldn't be in the psych ward. I'm like, he was acting fucking crazy while he was in the courtroom talking to the judge. He said, "I'm not suicidal," but that could have fucking been a subliminal message of him saying that he is suicidal. So yeah, this judge was not playing with his ass, okay? So of course, so many black celebrities went to Instagram, the Twitter, saying that he only got that because he's black, and da 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 da. And I'm like, no, 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 no. I think they were right on the money on this one. I said, because this was some shit that a high school drama class could have done a better job of arranging this beating and this lynching. And, well, I want to ask Josie, I wondered if the judge asked, so Josie, you said they threw a lynch on you, but did they actually lynch you? Because there's a difference there, you know what I mean? Like they could have been a cowboy, it could have been a lasso, not exactly a lynch, but it's just crazy.
I mean, maybe that's an indication of why he was getting his contract or either lowered or dropped from Empire. I mean, if that's the level of his creativity and acting, yeah, he might have needed to sit in the sidelines for a minute.
Well, he's out now. Okay, I think he only spent maybe 24, 48 hours in jail, and his attorneys are appealing the decision, so he's now out on bond again.
Yeah,
that should have made his ass stay in jail.
Yeah, there's a if you dig into it, I've been watching some YouTube channels like Nate the Lawyer about it. Man, that is such a messed up case. The state's attorney's office did some weird shit. It was
a lot. A lot of people did a lot of shit.
It's a mess.
But more than anything, Jussie lied.
Jussie lied. Hashtag Jussie lied.
So Kim Kardashian, I you know what? As much as I try not to talk about them during the show, how can you not? They're constant. They have basically taking over the news world because they're on everything. Like,
they're a constant source.
Yes, they are. So this time, Kim Kardashian was being interviewed, and she was asked a question about advice that she would give to other women starting businesses or business owners or whatever. And this is not a direct exact quote, but she basically said, get out there and work. It's unbelievable how much people don't want to work, says the person with 5 nannies, a couple of chauffeurs.
Was born with money.
Born with money.
Had enough money to afford to get famous from having a sex tape, which means you didn't lose a job because of it.
No,
nothing bad happened. So,
and man, I want to tell you, women ripped her a fucking new fake asshole to go along with that Brazilian butt lift.
Brand new bleached asshole.
Yeah, because that was that was a slap in the face to every business owner. How dare you not admit you had the advantage of having parents with money? And I'm sure Rob Kardashian, before he died, he probably had a will where each kid got left something, okay?
Oh, sure.
And then if not, they had the safety net of being able to go to their family and say, hey, bail me out.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to start a bunch of businesses when you have, a few $1 million to start them with.
Yes.
Like, that's pretty easy.
Yeah, I know what it's like to start a business with nowhere near that. And trust me, much ass was busted trying to achieve those goals. And then that was one time I was like, now this bitch right here, like, she should have fucking said nothing at all. A funny thing that happened was this woman who used to work for the Kardashians, not directly but with one of their businesses, she said, I had to call it out from work often because I didn't have enough gas money. I didn't have enough money. And then she says, and then I got in trouble for freelancing on the side. You know what I mean? So it's just like, but why do we not cancel this bitch out? I don't get it.
I don't either.
I don't get it. Because
that's more offensive than anything else she's ever said. Like, that to me,
yes, it was.
Is just offensive. Like, that's filthy.
Yes, I agree. I was just like, we are the people who have watched your shows, bought your makeup, clicked on and swiped up on your stories and all of this shit. And bitch, you want to say that people don't want to work. How come I always see you on vacation, Kim? That ain't working.
Getting filtered ain't working.
No,
Sorry.
It is not. Someone coming to do your hair and makeup for you, that's something us normal people have to do ourselves.
It's a slap in the face for every single mom working their ass off who believes her bullshit about her beauty line and pays part of their rent money to get her lipstick just for a taste of whatever she's selling.
Yes, exactly.
That's a slap in the fucking face.
No, that wasn't a slap in the face. That was I spit in your fucking face right there. Yeah. I still have hope. I do and I don't like the Kardashians. You know what I mean? It's kind of a love-hate relationship, but I do kind of hope I'm around for when they fall.
Oh, we all do.
But they're just gonna bounce on those big asses anyway. The big they're gonna bounce right back. So when we get back from this short break, we're gonna talk about Joseline's Cabaret. Welcome back to the Libra Lounge with Keisha podcast. I also want to remind you guys to check me out. This was it last week on Pink Shade podcast?
It was.
Yes,
came out
last week.
last week.
Yes,
yeah.
Aaron and I recap Love After Lockup, and check me out next week because I'll be guest co-hosting again on Pink Shade, and we're gonna do another Love After Lockup recap because I fucking love the disaster, the dumpster fire that is Love After Lockup. I can't get enough of it. And now they've extended the time to, instead of 60 minutes every Friday, it's 90 minutes. When people ask me about going out on a Friday, I'm like, ugh, what? What? Do you not know what's on tonight? But get the. We're watching Sushi because he looks like he is searching for something to piss on, possibly.
Sorry, he just distracted me.
Yeah, he distracted me a little bit too because he was over here begging for attention. He didn't quite get exactly what he wanted, so he's enough of an asshole that he'll go piss on it. He'll go piss on the clothes, the boxes. Yeah. Oh, he said y'all lying, so he walked away. Okay, all right. Also want to remind you guys to follow us on Instagram and like us on Facebook. You can find everything under The Libra Lounge with Keisha. That is Keisha, not Kesha, not Kisha, not Kiesasha.
Kissing.
Yeah, there's a lot of ways that you could. It's amazing how many ways you can spell a fucking ghetto ass name. It really is. Oh, don't forget the Keesha, Keisha.
Yeah.
Or there's also the Keyshia, Keisha. There's a lot.
This hood Scrabble.
Yeah, but I always say I always tell them like your mom spelled your name wrong because it's supposed to be Keisha like mine. All right, so I actually got a message. Maybe producer James can pull it up on Instagram. Of a listener who said she started watching Joseline's Cabaret after hearing one of my recaps, and that makes me so happy. It makes me feel like a better person because when I'm in my bed under my covers, ignoring everyone in the house and watching every episode of this trash, because it is straight garbage, but it is so fucking good. I can't turn away. You've got fucking strippers, you've got weed, you've got money, you got ghetto-ness, you've got the misuse of the English language. You've got girls talking about pH balance. There's just and then there's dancing. Okay, that is straight entertainment to me.
Is that dancing? Is that? I mean.
Okay, so let's. Now that you said that, okay, so the title of the show is Joseline's Cabaret, but we're gonna start calling it Joseline's Cabaret because there's no cabaret about it at all. Okay, cabaret is, choreographed routines, feathers, teasing, enticing the desire. No, these hoes are fucking stripping. The only thing they got together is they wear the same color. That's it. Like, okay, so tonight we're going to wear pink. Everybody wear pink. Next night, hey. We wearing red tonight. Everybody wear red. No, don't worry about the choreography. Do your own thing. It's the cabaret. Do your own thing. I've heard that a lot of times. Like, it's your own thing. Freestyle. I'm like, wait, Cabba
who?
Okay, so the last couple of weeks have been epic. I mean, they keep going downhill. And when I say downhill, like, I mean downhill with the shit that they do to each other, but it's uphill for me because I think it's great. I like being on the top of the hill and watching it. So let's see. We had the person who won last season. We have Chanel, who Joseline clearly cannot stand this girl. I don't know why she had her. I think she had her come back to degrade her ass the entire season. So it got so bad between Chanel and Joseline, which Chanel never disrespects anybody. Chanel made some mistakes. She's kind of almost like a wallflower. So Joseline gets pissed off at her. And the Granny Smith apple that she had just come from downstairs because she wanted to cut it on her own plate on her own knife with her own knife. For some reason, it's just better that way. This is what she told her. I'm going to go downstairs and get my own plate and my own knife and cut my apple because that's the right thing to do. Because all the plates and knives in that part of that kitchen are, all child slave workers or something. I was like,
well,
what?
wait a minute. Don't they all live in the same house for this show?
It's a mansion, so there's like a smaller kitchen area.
Yeah, but would you touch anything in that house?
I
think maybe I'd bring my own everything.
You may be onto something right there. You might be speaking. You spit some logic over there today, producer James. You really are. So, Joseline gets pissed off at Chanel and starts throwing the cut up apples at her from across the room. I'm like, apples kind of high right now. Y'all know grocery prices on a surge, and you're throwing them. And when I say throwing them, full throwing them.
Like wind up and pitch.
Yes, apple slices at the girl. And Chanel just sits there.
Oh, she just sitting there.
She
Was
just
she getting
sits
hit?
there. Yeah.
Oh, just sitting here getting hit with apples.
Yeah, she never uncrossed her legs. She had her legs crossed and never uncrossed her legs, even when she was getting apple pieces thrown at her.
This is your boss throwing food at you.
Yeah.
Wow. How many apples would this is great?
I tell you what.
How many apples would it take for you to come out of your fucking chair?
No, this is not much. A bitch who just ate an apple can be talking to me, a little bit of apple come out her mouth while she's talking, and I'm a whoop her ass. So hell no, I'm not about to let another grown woman in front of a group of other women, a camera crew, producers, a makeup artist, a hairstylist, and fucking chuck apple slices at me across the room. I'm just like, I mean, god damn, I understand you want to be on the show, but geez, that is just beyond degrading, okay? So in the same episode, these bitches are so fucking messy, it's not even funny. We had one of the contestants who, she just likes to start shit. If you watch it, it's Amber. Amber likes to start shit. So, she's against these two best friends, right? They call them the Kardashians or some shit like that, right?
Ugh.
So one of the girls is Puerto Rican, and she regularly uses the N-word, all right? Which, okay. It didn't bother me because every fucking body else around there is saying the N-word too. So what's the difference with her saying it? So anyway, Amber tells y'all, so, I have an issue with non-black cast members using the N-words. If you don't look like me, if you don't have hair like me, if you don't have cuckabugs and some other shit she was talking about, I don't know, maybe chest taco hair. The taco hair on black men that looks like taco meat?
Yeah.
Yeah. So she was like, if you don't have all those things, you can't say nigga. So the girl who she's talking about, Black Diamond, is like, oh, well, that's just the way that I talk, okay? And so Amber goes, if you say it again, if you say nigga again, I'm going to whoop your ass. What do you think Black Diamond did? It ended with her getting her ass stomped, okay? Her ass got fucking stomped. And here's the thing. When you fighting at the cabaret, ain't nobody going to stop you.
No
one jumps
in.
Noticed. It has to be in their contract that I mean, if you fight, you fight. They are going by street code.
It's like the NHL. It's like hockey.
Yeah. They just, no one breaks you up. No one says stop. Joseline's like, let them, y'all fight it out.
Yeah, there's no Jerry Springer Steve waiting
No,
to jump in
no,
and
no,
help.
no, no, no. No one jumps. They only jump in if it has been going on and on and on, which was like a couple of episodes ago where Miss Wet Wet got into 4 fucking fights.
Miss who?
Wet Wet.
Ugh.
Yeah. Which, all the all of her castmates call her Miss Dry Dry. Because, of course, you have to call her Miss Dry Dry. Okay? So, Miss Wet Wet gets into 4 fucking fights with 4 different people throughout one. The whole episode was her fighting. That was it. That was literally when I went to the comment section, they're like, so that was the episode? It was. From start to finish, it was fighting. Wigs got thrown out. It was bad, okay? So going back to this, so Black Diamond gets her ass whipped for saying nigga, right? And as with any stupid bitch, once, you are behind a veil of safety, you say it again because she can't get to your ass, right? So this is the kind of stuff that's going on in Joseline's Cabaret. They're not talking about token. No, they're not. They're not, talking about Aristotle. Those are not conversations.
No, they're not.
No, they're not
No,
talking about those
really?
things. They're talking about saying the N-word.
Hmm.
And what kind of hair type you have to have in order to say the N-word. I'm just like, okay, make it make sense to me. But here's something educational that did happen, okay? I take it back. This was educational right here. And I hope that you guys all hear me and you hear me well, because this is a safety message.
PSA from
Yes,
Libra
it
Lounge.
is. No, it's not from the Libra Lounge. It's from Joseline Hernandez.
Okay.
I'm only reporting the news, okay? But this is some top shit. I wish I had known this all my life. Joseline let all the girls know that if you don't floss every day, that shit goes to your brain and you die.
Ma'am, I have questions.
And you die. And you know those stupid bitches that nobody questioned what she said?
How many nodded their head?
No one nodded anything, because I think they were like, God damn, you can get a brain infection for not flossing? There should be a whole bunch of dead zombie looking motherfuckers walking around, because I know everyone doesn't floss every day. I don't know. But yes, that was like, okay. I'm like, all right, Joseline. Okay. All right. Let me go floss. You know what I mean? But here's the biggest thing that has been happening, and it started happening this week after Sunday's episode, is they went to go and tape the reunion show.
Ooh.
Now, let me tell you this. This is the 3rd season of Joseline's Cabaret, and every reunion is a shit show, but I don't even think this one's going to air. This is how bad. Like, they are saying that it may not air at all. There was a lot of fighting. Joseline got her ass beat. And because she was getting her ass beat because she had kicked someone in the ribs, her fiance gets up and starts attacking a woman.
Ooh.
Ballistics. Mr. $500 on the nightstand. Him. Okay? Because it's cheaper than a heartbreak. See, if you watch the show, you know that's one of the songs.
I mean,
But see, you don't watch the
knowledge
show.
right there.
Yeah,
That's
$500 cheaper
life.
than a heartbreak. So, so several girls got jumped. There's lawsuits. I mean, really, we don't have to see the reunion because these stripper hoes have told us everything that happened. Everything, okay? They even told us about someone's pH balance being off. I'm like, God, y'all don't have special.
They weren't flossing.
Yeah, I would say, oh, you had too much floss in the wrong places. So several girls got jumped. That one girl was going live from the ER, because that's what you do when you get your ass beat and you go to the ER, is you go live on Instagram.
We've learned that from every goddamn celebrity that had a fight. We learned that from the baby.
I tell you what.
Didn't we?
Every goddamn time I go to the hospital, I double, triple dog. I have a hat on because I hope no one notices me at all. So you know damn well I'm not going to be I hate people that are in the hospital and then they take a fucking picture of the IV. Bitch, it's just saline.
Everybody gets that.
Yeah, they're acting like it's morphine being put into their veins. And people always do that crap. I can't stand it. But yeah, Amber got on live. Lexi Blow's been on live. I mean, I think maybe 1 or 2 people didn't get beat up. It got so bad. You got Jocelyn talking about how she Mortal Kombat some of these bitches. So now listen to this. She listed all the shit that she did, degraded the women yet once again. But what she also did was she gave proof to what she fucking did, so these bitches can go ahead and sue her. I'm like, what? Huh? What? That's some high school shit right there. Like that is the mentality that a lot of these women have. And I don't think Jocelyn doesn't seem like she comes from any kind of an education. I'm willing to bet she stopped her educational career like 6th grade. And I'm being nice by saying that, okay? Because remember, this is the same woman on all of last season of her own show. She kept saying choreography. Finally, after 150th time of her saying it, someone's like, it's choreography. She's like, oh, but I've been saying choreography this whole season. Okay, then you're right. That makes it right because you just kept saying it.
See, that's the difference between somebody keeping receipts and somebody providing evidence.
Then several hours later releases an apology to the Mortal Kombat kicks, which you said you dragged out. You pimp slapped one of the girls and told her to leave the stage, and she left. This is just some crazy. This is not even stripper. This is like she wants to be their pimp. Yeah, because she's used to being pimped.
That is madam behavior. You're right. Damn.
Yeah, and that's what it's like. I mean, she's constantly degrading them, but then constantly talk about female empowerment.
Well, she's empowering herself.
I feel like part of female empowerment doesn't include throwing apples at someone because they pissed you off. I just don't feel like that.
That wasn't in the workshop.
I mean, I've gone to female empowerment workshops, read books. Maybe I missed that chapter right there. I don't fucking know. But yeah, that ain't in there. Okay, so when we get back from this break, we're gonna recap Teen Mom 2. Welcome back to the Libra Lounge with Keisha. So, okay, Teen Mom 2 season premiere. All right. Really, this is not gonna be a long recap because it's basically the same season premiere that we've seen the last 11 season premieres. It's the exact same shit. So let's just go down the list. Kel fighting with Chris. That was last season's opener. The opener before that. It's just like what I'm sorry. And Kel's moving again. Like she's done the last 3-4 seasons. She gets the house, sells it, but it was nothing new. Just nothing new, okay? Bar and Ashley are fighting. When are they not? Okay. But I will say that it was real smooth how she just snuck in there that they had gotten married as well. Okay. But now they're on the brink of getting a divorce. Oh, God, y'all don't even give time sometimes you got to let stuff marinate a little bit. You know what I mean? You got to make it marinate a little bit. So, okay. That's nothing new because they are always breaking up. Then we have Brianna is fighting with Kel, as she was last season and the season before and the season before that. Now, this time, these stupid bitches are actually suing one another. Kel sued Brianna for talking about her, even though Kel is always talking shit about Brianna. I'm like, I wish you two would just lick each other's pussies and get it over with. I mean, you're going as far as hiring attorneys. You're going to court. You're going to pay court fees because y'all don't like each other, because y'all both nasty. I mean, they both a little bit nasty. They like to get their fuck on, okay? It's just like, I don't know if they're jealous of one another. I don't know what exactly it is. But yeah, that's what's happening. And then we have Jade and Sean who fight like they did last season before that. Oh, but Sean also goes to rehab.
No.
Like he did last season and the seasons before that as well. We do have Leah, Leah is deciding to dip into the chocolate pond. She is swirling it out now.
Oh.
Yes. Which is funny because I remember I read her book, which is, by the way, it is one of the better of the Teen Mom books. It's actually really, really good. I didn't even think Leah could write or read very well, but I mean they give you helpers, so yeah. But her stories are just like, wow, she went through a lot as a person. But I do remember in there it did come up about interracial dating, and she was like, oh, as long as certain people are alive, I can't do that. So whoever it was must have died because she's dating a black guy now.
Some angry uncle passed away
or something like that. Yeah. And after, I think this week was the second episode, and then after that they announced that they probably are going to be combining Teen Mom 2 and Teen Mom OG, and some of the girls are going to get the axe. I think you should axe the whole fucking show because the ratings are astronomically low. I don't even know why it's on other than to be a break from ridiculousness and catfish episodes. It has to be. It's not even good anymore. I mean, they are constantly, I don't want to film. I'm not going to film that. You're on a reality TV show. You have signed up to have your life documented, and you guys have profited from it a lot. I mean, I think that throughout the whole franchise, the only person that still has a regular 9-to-5 job or career is Brianna. Because she's like,
Really?
This isn't going to last forever. She's always kept a job. Yeah. So I think that's really smart because it's coming to an end. Because this shit right here is just, it makes no sense to me. One of y'all need to have another baby. Have a baby that's half alien or something like that. But, give us something different.
I mean, where can they really go? I mean, they've been tracking them since they were teen moms.
Yeah.
Now they're just regular ass people.
Yeah.
I mean,
Still collecting the check from MTV.
What's the story now?
They just don't have anything interesting anymore to tell. You know what I mean? They don't give us anything new. It's just this, it is the exact, I'm like, I wasn't exaggerating when I said it's a repeat of all the other seasons, because that's what it is. They have no story. I don't know. Y'all need to fucking get some more producers to start making up some shit.
I was going to say, once you really hit like 24, 25, like the next part of your story is you have a grandkid. Like that's
well,
like,
if you go by how they started, they're not far away from becoming grandparents. That would be more of an interesting thing. Like, give it a break for a little bit, then come back, teen mom, grandma. You know, yeah. I mean, because this is just not working anymore, and I don't understand what they think is going to happen if they combine two boring ass shows. You're just going to have one boring ass show.
All they're doing is cutting production cost.
Yeah, pretty much so. So, I don't know what they're going to do. That used to be one of my favorite franchises, but it's just, I mean, I don't know. I you know, at that point when 16 and Pregnant came out, there was such a great need for it, you know. But I just don't feel like it is anymore. Or maybe I'm just too fucking old to be watching these shows. That's what it is.
Well, let me ask you, do you think Unexpected has kind of taken up the mantle of the teen mom shows?
Because they are still young and hot fucking messes.
And they are like legit teen moms.
They are legit teen moms. Like they're not running the show saying what they're not going to record or none of this. They are legit teen moms.
Yeah, they're all about it, and they are fucking dumb.
Yeah. A new season just started of that too, and
maybe that's part of why Teen Mom 2 isn't, because they're all adults. Like a lot of that.
No, they're not just adults; they're adults.
Yeah. So all of that really stupid, silly shit.
They don't do it anymore.
They don't do it anymore.
No, it's all on Unexpected on TLC Sunday nights.
Which I watch with her too, and
it's pretty good. Yeah,
that's a rage watch for me.
They hit an all-time low with the dummies they picked out for this season.
Ooh, that Jason.
Oh God, I want to punch him in his fucking throat. So when we get back, I'm gonna award the Bitch Please of the Week from the Libra Lounge. We'll be right back.
The Libra Lounge with Keisha. The Libra Lounge with Keisha.
Bitch, please. You be rolling down the street, telling stories. Bitch, you never tell the truth. Bitch, please. Everybody know you lying, bitch, cause all you do is lie.
I just wanted to say thank you so very much for sticking with us and for tuning into the show. Again, I'll be on Pink Shade next week, recapping Love After Lockup with Mary Payne. It should be a hoot. And if you're watching this season of Love After Lockup, it is the fucking Kayla show, all right? It's all about Kayla. I'm only really watching for Kayla because she gets the party started every time, okay? Make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube,
iTunes, iHeartRadio, Laughable app, TuneIn app, every place you get quality podcasts.
Yes, we're trying to get on Spotify.
And congratulations to Keisha for making the top 100 in Australia this week.
Sure, Bernie Barbie. Is it bad?
We just dropped to place 240.
Okay.
That was quick.
Okay. So the Bitch Please of the Week goes to Steve Harvey, okay? Ooh. Yes. So y'all know at this point, Kanye had battling everybody left and right. He just shoot shots, got kicked off of Instagram for 24 hours. It's just nuts. He's going after everybody. He fucking called Trevor Noah a coon. Actually, he wrote out the lyrics, okay, which was confusing to me for a moment because they said, Trevor Noah talked about, this Kim Kanye, Pete Davidson thing on his show. And I guess Kanye got pissed off, so he tweeted something. And they're like, and he referred to Trevor as a racial slur. So I'm like, but I don't see a racial slur because I'm looking for like an N, okay? Yeah. And all I see is K, then it's blurred out, my Lord. I'm like, the hell is that? I'm like, Kumbaya. I'm like, this motherfucker called him a coon. Kumbaya, my Lord. He spelled that. He even spelled out, oh Lord, Kumbaya. All right. So then, yeah, It's not just Kanye against Pete and Kim. It's Kanye. And here's the thing. You can never out Kanye. You just cannot. He will not stop. He won't.
You can't out Trump. You
no,
can't out
you
Kanye.
Cannot out Kanye. Just give it up, all right? So, comedian D.L. Hughley got in on this. He said something about Kanye. I don't know. It didn't. From what I remember, it wasn't a big deal at all. But he said it about Kanye, so it became a fucking big deal. So Kanye shot back, and D.L. Hughley's like, "That's why you lost your woman to a white man."
A fish-lipped white man.
Yeah. Who supposedly already has 3 Kim tattoos on his body. So you know it's not going to last, because once you start doing the tattoo of names and shit like that, nope.
He's with Kim Kardashian. It's not going to last just because of that.
It's very true. Man, you spitting that logic today, producer James. All right, so DL and Kanye are going back and forth, and then Steve Harvey, Uncle Ben, old looking ass, gonna jump in. And this is why he gets the bitch police about Kanye. This ain't what you want. This ain't what you. What the fuck are you and DL Hughley gonna do against Kanye West and whatever crew? Number one, Kanye not gonna fight. Nobody that talks that much shit on social media actually fights. He got people to fight for him. What are you and DL Hughley gonna do besides getting fucking matching tuxedo suits? Where the fuck y'all be wearing in different colors like y'all are the Care Bears? This ain't what you want. Really? Really? Because, Steve, you look like the only thing that you can give is like a plate from the barbecue cookout, okay? That's what you look like you serving up. You're not trying to catch that Kanye heat. Stop.
Go back to Family Feud and shut the fuck up.
I guess he think he's Sylvester Stallone, so he gonna call in all the crew. You know, he gonna call in Arnold, Bruce, Dolph, and
like he's one of the Expendables.
like yeah. But they actually used to all work out. Y'all don't work out, never did. Y'all look like y'all just like met in a high cholesterol group or something like that. Because if you think about that crew, it would be Steve Harvey, D.L. Hughley, Cedric the Entertainer. Who's the other one?
Earthquake.
I can't remember. Well, it used to be Bernie Mac, of course. But yeah, that's their whole little crew right there. What are you guys gonna exactly do? What? Sit down in a fucking cafe and talk it out? Tell Kanye how his mama would want him to be I mean, that would be the better thing for you to do. But fighting? No. Pass that on.
You don't
Steve.
want this.
Go ahead and go to America's Kids Got Talent or whatever fucking shows that you got. All right, guys. Again, thank you for tuning in, and we will see you next week.
It's the Libra Lounge. The Libra Lounge. Ooh.